Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Lakeisha, aka Miss M to you. I am a special education teacher. And before I even get started with anything extra, I want to let you guys know that I am not some educational guru that goes around professional telling people how to run their classrooms. I'm not one of those. Um, Even though I respect the people that do that, I am not one of them. I'm not someone that's coming in to tell you how to run your classroom. What I'm here for is that I just have hmm, so much stuff inside that I have to get out. And making these videos will be one of the ways that I'm able to get it out. I am a special educator. I've been teaching for 25 years. And that means not just a little bit, not just a lot. Like, I've been in the trenches with all of you guys, literally in the trenches with you for the past 25 years. And I've hit every grade level. I have worked with kids who have Down syndrome, to the nonverbal student who I have to change their diaper, all the way up to the 21-year-old who has to graduate in order to get his diploma, or he'll have to go to GED school. I've worked with teen moms, teen dads, convicted felons who have to see their probation officer every week. And right now, I work in middle school. And honey, yeah, you know about middle school kids, right? So I'm just like you. I decided to make these videos because I feel like it's not enough people catering to us. I am a proud special ed teacher. It is very difficult though to figure out why I continue to do this job. Every year it gets hard. We know that. So every year it gets hard teaching our kids. And no, I'm gonna be a little selfish in this video. I love education. I love the people I work with, and these videos are just only my experiences based off of the things that I have been doing for the past 25 years. And I want to be able to reach people and talk to other people all over the world who may experience some of the same things that I experienced. And I don't know if if you connect with me or not, but I hope that you do. And I hope that I'm able to at least let you know that you're not alone. It's We are all over the world. I am getting this out there because special education, if you're teaching it, baby, you are all that in a bag of chips. Okay? It is not. Oh, I hope my glasses aren't. They might be crooked. I don't know. Don't matter. You might, special ed is, like I said, we're all that in a bag of chips. We're not, I think people kind of look at us a little different. And I'll go into a lot of those as I go through my videos. But I think we all that, right? I don't think we get the recognition that we need. I don't think that people respect us the way that they should, with everything that we do. But I'm going to express all of those things, and I want to be able to talk to you guys. I want you guys to be able to comment, and let me know how you're feeling. I know it's towards the end of the school year, so I know it's probably out the chain all over the world in classrooms. But I am catering to my special educators. If you've dealt with special ed, worked in it, just that whole umbrella, because it's so much, right? They call us all kind of things: emotional disturbed, LD, BD, all of those. They talk to us about, all of those things. And we're labeled individualized education now. We get all these different labels of what we do. And it's so hard to kind of keep up with a lot of that. But I think that if you are teaching kids with disabilities, any disability, you are all that in a bag of chips. And I'm so happy to be able to share my experiences with you. So, like I said, I've been in the trenches with you. First thing I want to talk about, because I have this feeling and I get it all the time. And I don't know if any of you feel it with the technology and all of this stuff that's going on. What's your why? What is your why? Why did you decide to pick this particular part to teach? Like, why did you choose special education, period? What made you choose special education? That's what I want to know. And I'm going to tell you something. I've been doing it for 25 years and I struggle. Oh my God, I struggle, y'all. I struggle with trying to figure out my why. I I believe that in like throughout the years you have different ways of expressing your why. And my why is maybe different from yours. And I want to hear your whys, right? When I first started, it was, because I love kids. Well, yeah, we all love kids, right? But I do struggle with why. Why did I pick this job? Some days I come home and I'm like, oh my goodness, what have I done? Right? So I have to be reminded of why I decided to do this. And the only way that I can be reminded is to sit back and think about all of the positive things, the impacts that I have made on kids throughout the last 25 years. With that, I know that I remember like wanting to be a teacher. Okay. So I'm expressing to you now my why. I wanted to be a teacher when I was younger. My mother would come home. She was a school teacher. She was a behavior disorder teacher. And I back then, and I don't know what they called them back then, but she was a special ed teacher. And I have to be transparent, guys. I'm not going to I just can't just sugarcoat stuff. I'm going to tell you the way that it went, and if people don't like it, I'm sorry. Might not be the video for you. But my mother was a teacher. God rest her soul. She was a special ed teacher. And she would come home every day with the 40, she would come home with the 40 ounce, a Coke 45, which is a beer, I don't know, and a pack of Benson and Hedges menthol 100s. And the reason I know that because during that time, back in 2000, 1990, 1980s, when I was a little girl, I used to have to go to the store for her. Yeah, she would say, go to the store, um, get some stuff for yourself. And during that time, you could, yes, and you were able to get like stuff for your parents, and then you were also able to get even liquor. And I don't know if anybody's been through those days, but I know I have, because I lived in the projects when I was a little girl. So anyway, she would come home, and I'll either go for her as a little girl, go right up to the corner store, or she would come home with it, and I would listen to her sit and talk on the phone, and then about her day, and I would just listen. And she would drink her 40 ounce, smoke her cigarettes, and cook for me, do all the stuff that parents do. And she would be talking about her day. And I remember saying, I want to be just like my mama. But I never knew like what she did, right? Until I got a little bit older, maybe fourth, fifth grade, then I started realizing, okay, she's a teacher. And I said, okay, I want to be a teacher too. And I remember she asking me, like, what do you want to do when you grow up? You know how your parents say, what do you want to do when you grow up? So she was like, I said, I want to be a teacher. I said either a singer or a teacher. And she was like, you want to be a teacher for real? And I said, yeah, I want to be a teacher. I said, why? Like, why? Yes, ma'am. Yes, mama. Let me see. She's like, ooh, okay. Never understood why. During this time, I had a brother that has autism. So I really do think that the way I grew up affected the way that what I wanted to do for people, like for kids, right? I stuck with it. I always said special education. I never said anything different, right? As I started to get through school, and started, realizing that stuff happens and colleges don't tell you the real truth about what it's like to be in the classroom for real, for real. I started questioning myself. And I went through phases where I would question, like, if this is a job for me, if this is what I wanted to do. But then, even now, at 25 years, and I've been just worked with some wonderful people. I had some very, very highs, and I've had some very, very lows. So I am not here to tell you that it's been peaches and cream. It is not. Being a special ed teacher is hard, and it takes a lot out of you. So now I'm at the point where I'm at my why, and I'm trying to figure out why am I still doing this? Why do I still work with this population of kids, right? Why do I still work? Why didn't I just, say I want to be an English teacher, language, or, a math teacher, social studies teacher? Why do I work with this part? I know it's a purpose, right? I have a purpose. And in order for me to continue that, I have to pray and say, okay, this is my purpose. Like, my purpose is to work with kids, right? With disabilities or issues. My purpose is to find a way to connect with them. My purpose is to be there because I mean, the reality of it is the turnover rate is real, right? So that's my why. I would love to know what your whys are, guys. And I know, I'm sorry, but my video, this is new to me. I'm just not getting it going. But I had this in my mind that I have a story to share, because I think we all have so much that we do, right? And we are committed to making sure that we be the best that we can be for our students. But I do question my whys. And it's okay to question your whys. It's okay to question your whys, especially if you having one of them days. And it's okay to say, it was a rough day. I don't know. I don't know if I can do this. But I would like for you to drop comments in the chat. I would love to be able to connect with some of you all over the world. Please, please, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll have several videos dropping on different issues, and I am catering to my special educators. Now, a lot of that it does include education as well, but I'm gonna be real honest with you. I'm being selfish. I'm being selfish because I'm catering to my special educators out there, because we do such a good job. And we, at times, not all the time, at times don't get the credit that we deserve. Because I guarantee you, some people wouldn't last a day or a week in our classrooms, period. Okay. God bless you all. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.